Today, you and I are going to be checking out a high-end setting powder and seeing if it's really all that it's hyped up to be. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you again. If you're brand new here, hey, my name is Jensine, and today we're going to be checking out the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Honey, this is not a cheap setting powder. To me, I view Hourglass as a high-end brand, so this setting powder retails for $46. Yes, she's expensive. Now you get about 0.36 ounces in this container, and I do like the packaging. When you open it up here, you got a nice, look at this, like a nice little golden area with a sifter, and the sifter is shaped in the letter H for Hourglass, and it's actually really easy to bring the product up from the sifter without having to pour it out, which is something that I really like. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my Sephora app and just read to you a couple of features that this powder promises to deliver on. So this powder is an ultra fine powder, and it's supposed to blur the appearance of pores and fine lines, and that sounds like a dream in a jar to me. Now the formula is infused with diamond powder that's supposed to allow for a small refraction of light, so it's supposed to make sure that your face is a bit more luminous wherever you set it without causing flashback, and it's supposed to set your makeup for long wear. Now if you're somebody that's concerned about talc in your setting powder, then you don't have to worry about this one because it is talc free, which is amazing, and they claim that it's perfect for all skin tones. So after reading a little bit about the setting powder, they did say that the gold sifter and the cap are designed for it to perfectly dispense the correct amount of product. So I'm curious, I'm just going to tip this over and then tip it back and see how much product is in the gold sifter. Look at that. You do have a little bit there, which is pretty cool. I like that. And honestly, I can't stand the mess that my setting powders make. No matter how good the setting powder, it always leaves a little bit of mess on my makeup vanity and all that. So it's nice to have the option to have something that's going to contain it all. You know what I mean? Okay, so the way that this review is going to go today is I'm basically going to show you the demo of me trying this out, and then some quick thoughts on how I liked it or what I thought about it. And then I'm going to check in with you guys and see if it held up my concealer and all the areas that I've set it, and kind of give you my final thoughts and if it's worth your coins. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the demo. Now I figured I'd just let you guys know some of my base products before we get into this setting powder. Now for my primer, I'm using the Stay Matte Foundation from Rimmel, and then in my smile lines, I'm using the Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch. So for foundation, I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. This is like my favorite for the summer. My shade is D40, and I mainly love it because it's transfer proof and it's perfect for this summer weather. For concealer, I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Deep in all the usual areas: under my eyes, my forehead, my mustache area, and also my chin. Okay, so now that that's all blended out, finally I get to use this Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I just love, look at this cute little design here. The gold, the H, and I have used it, I used it once for a very short period of time, and I noticed that the powder was extremely finely milled, like more finely milled than the Laura Mercier powder, which I really liked. So let me go ahead and just use a little bit, and I'm going to start setting. I also just want to notice a quick thing. You see how this is scooped like a bowl? All I did was kind of shake it a little bit, and so much powder came out already. So I didn't need to do the whole, pour it out into the cap, make a mess. It just kind of came out so nicely. So let me get my setting brush, and today I'm using the Morphe R3. I'm just going to pick up a small amount, tap it off, super finely milled, and then I'm going to press that under my eyes. Again, I can really notice how finely milled this is. And the best part is, look at that, guys. It's not even causing any dryness, or you know, that like nasty crocodile skin look that you get when you set with too much setting powder. And there's no white cast at all when you look. It just looks like my concealer color, so that's great. I'm going to continue to set my forehead and everywhere else that I applied concealer, just so you know everything sets in place and we have a nice polished look. So here it is right after I've set. I mean, look how nice and smooth that looks. I'm very, very impressed. I do want to see how this powder looks and if it prevents my concealer from creasing or anything like that. So far, I'm pretty happy. You can use this powder to set all over your face. However, I'm combo skin, so I'm like normal / oily. I'm only oily in my T-zone, so I'm not going to set the rest of my face, but I'm going to go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to come back, tell you my quick thoughts on this, and of course, I'm going to be checking in with you throughout the day. All right, so I finished my makeup, and so far, I really like the powder. Look how nice and smooth and like just, I feel like it looks so flawless in those areas where I put the Hourglass setting powder. So I have really great things to say about it, and you really don't use that much. I think for the actual price of this, I wouldn't be baking with this. You can absolutely bake with it, but I wouldn't want to waste it. You know what I mean? That is if you're trying to save your coins. If you don't really care about that, then go ahead, bake all you want. It's really smooth, so I can't imagine that it would dry out your skin like too much. All right, so I'm gonna go about my day and I'm gonna check in with you guys in a couple hours. Hey guys, so I'm going into hour 2 of wearing this makeup, you know, with the setting powder. So this is what it looks like in natural lighting. Well, not even direct sun lighting, but you get the idea. Still looks really nice. Everything looks really set, as you can see. It doesn't look like my concealer's creasing at all. Everything looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll check back in a few more hours and let you know what I think. Hey guys, so I wanted to get some better lighting for you for my next check-in. So it's been about 5 hours since I've been wearing this makeup. As you guys can see, everything looks really set. It looks super natural, super gorgeous. So I'm loving it. I already know I'm gonna love it. By the way, there's a lot of mosquitoes where I am right now. But I just also wanted to show you like the scenery. I'm at this beautiful little point in Vermont. Super gorgeous, super lush. But yeah, that's it so far for my check-in. I will see you guys at my final check-in and I'll tell you guys how I feel. Hey guys, so here I am 7 hours after I originally put on my makeup, and I gotta just tell you, I freaking love this powder. It's super bomb, gives my skin a luminous finish, but also held some oils at bay. I usually get pretty oily in my T-zone and it's looking awesome, and I'm really happy that I actually spent that $46 on the powder. I feel like I'm gonna use this all summer long, and I'm really interested to see once the weather starts cooling down later in the year how this powder works with some of my winter makeup. All in all, this gets 2 thumbs up from me. If you guys have tried this translucent setting powder, be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you guys would like to check out more reviews that I have on setting powders, be sure to check out this playlist right up top. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. Subscribe if you're here and you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!